If you're turning 60 and you're eating this one fruit thinking it's keeping you healthy, you need to stop immediately. Because what I'm about to reveal might shock you. This fruit, marketed as a superfood and recommended by countless health gurus, is quietly destroying your prostate, spiking your PSA levels, worsening your urinary symptoms, and potentially accelerating disease progression without you realizing it. I'm Dr. Madison Li, board-certified urologist with over 12 years of experience, and in my practice I see the same pattern repeatedly. Men come in with rising PSA, worsening BPH symptoms, increased urinary frequency, and when we go through their diet, this fruit shows up almost every single time. And when we eliminate it, their symptoms improve dramatically within weeks. But here's what makes this so insidious. This fruit is sold at every health food store. It's in smoothie bowls and acai cafes. It's promoted online as anti-aging and antioxidant-rich. Influencers drink it in their morning routines. And yes, it does have some beneficial compounds. But what they don't tell you is that for men over 60, especially those with prostate concerns, this fruit does far more harm than good. The fruit I'm talking about is goji berries. And before you dismiss this, thinking goji berries are just a harmless superfood, let me explain exactly what's happening in your body when you consume them after 60, why they're particularly dangerous for prostate health, and what you should eat instead. Stay until the end because I'm going to give you the complete list of fruits and foods that specifically target prostate inflammation, plus the exact warning signs that something you're eating is making your prostate worse. Let me start by telling you about Martin. He came to see me at 62 years old with a troubling pattern. His PSA had been slowly climbing over 3 years. Started at 2.8, then 3.4, then 4.1, now 4.8. Not alarmingly high, but steadily rising. His urinary symptoms were getting worse. Getting up 3 times per night. Weak stream during the day. Feeling of incomplete emptying. We'd done biopsies. No cancer, just significant benign prostatic hyperplasia and chronic inflammation. I'd put him on standard medication. Flomax to help with flow. Saw Palmetto for inflammation. But his PSA kept creeping up and his symptoms weren't improving as much as I'd hoped. I went through his diet in detail. That's when he mentioned his morning routine. Every single morning for the past 4 years, he'd been making a smoothie with goji berries, acai, blueberries, banana, and almond milk. He'd read that goji berries were anti-inflammatory and good for longevity. He was consuming about 2 tablespoons of dried goji berries every single day. I told him to stop the goji berries immediately and explained why. He was skeptical but agreed. 3 months later, his PSA had dropped to 4.2. 6 months later, down to 3.6. His nighttime urination decreased from 3 times to once. His daytime symptoms improved significantly. He said, "I can't believe something I thought was healthy was making me worse. Why doesn't anyone talk about this?" That's exactly what I'm doing today. So let me explain what goji berries actually do in your body and why they're problematic specifically after 60. Goji berries contain high levels of plant compounds called phytoestrogens, particularly lignans, and beta-sitosterol derivatives. In small amounts, phytoestrogens can have mild beneficial effects. But in the quantities found in goji berries, consumed regularly, they create hormonal disruption in aging men. Here's what happens. Your testosterone levels are already declining after 60. Your estrogen levels, particularly estradiol, are often rising due to increased aromatase activity. Aromatase is an enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen. As you gain weight, especially visceral fat, aromatase activity increases. More testosterone gets converted to estrogen. This hormonal imbalance, higher estrogen relative to testosterone, is one of the primary drivers of prostate enlargement and inflammation. Estrogen stimulates prostate tissue growth. It promotes inflammation. It worsens urinary symptoms. When you add goji berries with their phytoestrogens to this already imbalanced system, you're pouring gasoline on a fire. The phytoestrogens bind to estrogen receptors in your prostate tissue, mimicking estrogen's effects. They promote cell proliferation. They increase inflammation. They worsen BPH. Second issue with goji berries, they're extremely high in natural sugars. 2 tablespoons of dried goji berries contain about 13 grams of sugar. That might not sound like much, but most people don't stop at 2 tablespoons, especially in smoothies. And that sugar, even natural sugar, spikes your insulin. Chronic insulin elevation is directly linked to prostate inflammation and BPH progression. Insulin promotes inflammatory pathways. It increases oxidative stress. It stimulates prostate cell growth through IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor. For men over 60 trying to manage prostate health, chronically elevated insulin is devastating. Third issue, goji berries contain compounds that can interfere with certain medications. Specifically, they affect liver enzymes that metabolize blood thinners like warfarin, blood pressure medications, and even some prostate medications. If you're on multiple medications, which most men over 60 are, goji berries can create unpredictable drug interactions. Fourth issue, despite the marketing around antioxidants, goji berries can actually promote oxidative stress in certain contexts. They contain high levels of beta-carotene, which in high doses, especially in supplement form or concentrated dried form, can become pro-oxidant rather than antioxidant. This is particularly true in men who smoke or have high oxidative stress already. Now here's what the health food industry doesn't want you to know. All the studies promoting goji berries were done in young, healthy populations or in vitro in labs. There are virtually no studies examining the effects of daily goji berry consumption in men over 60 with BPH or elevated PSA. The assumption that they're universally beneficial has never been tested in the population most likely to consume them. I've seen this pattern too many times to dismiss it as coincidence. Men consuming goji berries regularly have worse prostate outcomes. When they stop, they improve. The mechanism makes biological sense. The clinical pattern is consistent. So if goji berries are problematic, what should you eat instead? Let me give you the prostate protective alternatives. Instead of goji berries for antioxidants, eat pomegranate. Pomegranate has been extensively studied specifically for prostate health. It contains punic halogens and allagitannins that directly inhibit prostate cancer cell growth, reduce inflammation, and slow PSA rise. Unlike goji berries, pomegranate doesn't have estrogenic effects. It supports healthy testosterone balance. Eat half a cup of pomegranate seeds daily or drink 8 ounces of pure pomegranate juice. Instead of goji berries for longevity compounds, eat blueberries. Blueberries have powerful antioxidants without the hormonal disruption. They're lower in sugar than goji berries. They support vascular health, which improves blood flow to the prostate and supports erectile function. They don't interfere with medications. Eat 1 cup fresh or frozen daily. Instead of goji berries in smoothies, use ground flaxseed. Flaxseed contains lignans that, unlike the phytoestrogens in goji berries, actually support healthy hormone balance in men. Studies show flaxseed consumption reduces PSA and slows prostate cancer progression. Add 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed to your morning smoothie or oatmeal. For general superfood benefits, focus on cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale contain compounds called indole-3-carbinol and sulforaphane. These actively reduce estrogen dominance by supporting healthy estrogen metabolism. They're anti-inflammatory. They've been shown in studies to reduce prostate cancer risk. Eat at least 1 serving daily. Now let me give you the warning signs that something in your diet is making your prostate worse. Pay attention to these because they tell you in real time whether your dietary choices are helping or hurting. Warning sign 1, increased nighttime urination. If you suddenly go from getting up once per night to 2 or 3 times, something changed. Review what you started eating or drinking in the past few weeks. Warning sign 2, weaker urine stream. If your flow was decent and suddenly becomes noticeably weaker or takes longer to empty your bladder, that's acute inflammation. Something triggered it. Warning sign 3, increased urgency. If you suddenly feel like you need to urinate immediately and can barely hold it, that's bladder irritation, often from prostate inflammation pressing on the bladder. Warning sign 4, discomfort or pressure in the pelvic area. A dull ache or feeling of fullness in your lower abdomen or perineum often indicates prostate inflammation. Warning sign 5, rising PSA on consecutive tests. If your PSA was stable and suddenly jumps up, diet is one of the first things to examine. Inflammatory foods can spike PSA within weeks. If you experience any of these after adding a new food or supplement, eliminate it immediately and see if symptoms improve within 2 to 3 weeks. Let me share another patient story. Richard, 65 years old. He'd been stable for years. PSA around 3.2, minimal urinary symptoms, managing well. Then he discovered a health food store that made fresh goji berry and acai bowls. He started eating 4 to 5 times per week. Within 2 months, his nighttime urination went from once to 4 times. His PSA jumped to 5.1. He was terrified it was cancer. We did a biopsy. Negative for cancer, but massive inflammation throughout the prostate. I asked what had changed in his routine. He told me about the acai bowls. I told him to stop immediately. 6 weeks later, his nighttime urination was back to once or twice. 3 months later, PSA down to 3.8. He couldn't believe a food marketed as healthy nearly sent him down a path of unnecessary biopsies and treatments. Now let me address some related foods that men over 60 should also be cautious about for prostate health. Soy products in large amounts. Soybeans contain isoflavones, potent phytoestrogens. A little soy occasionally is fine. But daily soy milk, tofu, and soy protein isolates can disrupt hormone balance. Limit soy to small amounts or avoid altogether if you have prostate issues. Flaxseed oil supplements in mega doses. While ground flaxseed is beneficial, high-dose flaxseed oil supplements can be problematic. They're highly concentrated and can have estrogenic effects in large amounts. Stick to 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed daily, not oil supplements. Licorice root. Often found in herbal teas and supplements. Licorice contains compounds that can lower testosterone and raise estrogen. If you're trying to manage prostate health, avoid licorice-containing products. Excessive alcohol. Alcohol increases aromatase activity, converting more testosterone to estrogen. It also irritates the bladder and prostate. Limit to no more than 2 drinks per week if you have prostate symptoms. High-dose vitamin E supplements. While vitamin E from food is fine, supplements above 400 IU daily have been linked in studies to increased prostate cancer risk. Get your vitamin E from nuts, seeds, and vegetables, not megadose supplements. Now let me give you the complete prostate protective eating strategy for men over 60. Morning. Start with ground flaxseed in oatmeal or a smoothie. Add blueberries or pomegranate seeds. Include walnuts for healthy fats and zinc. Green tea instead of coffee if possible. Green tea contains EGCG, which inhibits prostate cell growth. Lunch, large salad with cruciferous vegetables, tomatoes, olive oil dressing, and grilled fish or chicken. The tomatoes provide lycopene, the cruciferous veggies balance estrogen, the olive oil and fish provide anti-inflammatory omega-3s. Afternoon snack, raw pumpkin seeds. High in zinc, which concentrates in prostate tissue and supports healthy function. Or a handful of Brazil nuts for selenium, another prostate protective mineral. Dinner, wild-caught salmon or other fatty fish for omega-3s. Roasted broccoli or Brussels sprouts. Sweet potato for complex carbs that don't spike insulin. Finish with a small amount of dark chocolate, 70% cacao or higher, which contains flavonoids that support vascular health. Evening, cup of pomegranate juice or a small serving of pomegranate seeds. This supports overnight prostate health and provides antioxidants without spiking blood sugar before bed. What to avoid completely: goji berries. Processed foods high in sugar and trans fats. Excessive red meat, especially processed meats. High-dose supplements without medical supervision. Alcohol in excess of 2 drinks per week. Now let me address the question everyone asks. What if I've been eating goji berries for years and my prostate has been fine? The answer is that prostate changes are often silent for years before symptoms appear. Just because you don't have obvious symptoms now doesn't mean damage isn't accumulating. By the time BPH symptoms become bothersome or PSA rises significantly, the pathology has been developing for years. Prevention is always easier than reversal. Why wait until you have problems to make dietary changes? Eliminate foods that promote inflammation and hormonal imbalance now, while your prostate is still relatively healthy, and you'll maintain that health far longer. Some men are more sensitive than others. Genetic variations in estrogen receptors, aromatase activity, and inflammatory pathways mean some men can tolerate more dietary estrogens than others. But after 60, almost no man benefits from adding phytoestrogens to his diet. The risk-benefit ratio is unfavorable. Here's what I want you to understand. The supplement and superfood industry is driven by marketing, not by careful scientific evaluation of effects in specific populations. Goji berries might have benefits for young women or general antioxidant purposes. But for men over 60 concerned about prostate health, they're a terrible choice. Your prostate health at 70 and 80 is determined by the cumulative effects of what you eat daily in your 60s. Small dietary changes compound over years. Eliminating inflammatory, hormonally disruptive foods and emphasizing truly prostate-protective foods makes an enormous difference long-term. Here's my challenge to you. If you're currently consuming goji berries, acai bowls with goji, or any supplements containing goji extract, stop for 90 days. Track your urinary symptoms. Note nighttime bathroom trips. If your next PSA test is scheduled, see if it changes. I'm betting you'll notice improvement. Replace goji berries with pomegranate, blueberries, and ground flax seed. These have actual evidence supporting prostate health in men over 60. Eat cruciferous vegetables daily. Prioritize anti-inflammatory fats like olive oil and fatty fish. Minimize sugar and processed foods. After 90 days, assess how you feel. Then come back and leave a comment. Tell other men your experience. Your testimony might save someone from years of worsening prostate symptoms. If this video gave you information that contradicts mainstream health advice but makes biological sense, hit that like button. Share this with men over 60 who need to know the truth about so-called superfoods. Subscribe to this channel for evidence-based guidance on men's health that cuts through marketing hype and gives you information based on real clinical experience and physiology. Turn on notifications so you don't miss videos that could protect your prostate and improve your quality of life. Comment below and tell me, were you eating goji berries thinking they were healthy? And are you willing to eliminate them for 90 days to see if your symptoms improve? Share this with any man over 60 who's dealing with prostate issues or wants to prevent them. This could be the dietary change that makes all the difference. Remember, this is educational content based on clinical observation and physiological mechanisms. It doesn't replace individualized medical advice. Work with your urologist to monitor your prostate health and make informed decisions. I'm Dr. Madison Li, and I'll leave you with this. Not everything marketed as healthy is healthy for everyone. Not every superfood deserves that label. Your prostate is incredibly sensitive to hormonal balance and inflammation. What you eat daily either supports that balance or disrupts it. Choose foods with evidence specifically supporting prostate health in men over 60. Avoid foods that disrupt hormones regardless of their general health halo. Your prostate will thank you. See you in the next video.